Hi guys, I'm ArchieLuxury and today I'm doing an advertisement for one of my great fans here. I want to promote KK Design, which is a San Diego based interior designer who specializes in full service residential and boutique style commercial spaces from start to finish. New sofa, new kitchen, new house, or you just need some ideas or a second set of eyes, no problem. Work can be done via Skype, FaceTime, email, text, phone calls, or in person, depending on the size of the project. Restrooms and Rolex, Organise and living rooms, Pateks and pantries. She does it all. Is your house ready for your new timepiece? Follow her on Instagram at KATEK_INSPO. That's on Instagram at KATEK_INSPO. Reach her and check out her work at www.katek.design. Kate K all the way. Kate K all the way. Kate K all the way. Thank you very much. Please check her brilliant design out. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury channel. Today guys, I want to talk about Patek Philippe dress models. Patek Philippe dress models. And before we start this, let's do a quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a Patek Philippe 5296. This is a 38mm Calatrava. Okay, guys, it's the cat has been let out of the bag. One of my competitors, I'm not going to mention who, but I'll put a link. I'll put a link to his video. I don't want to mention his channel or mention his name, but click on the little question mark. I'm not sure which side it'll be in, but the question mark, click on that, and you can see his video. But what he said is so damn true. He said at the moment Patek dress models are at an all-time low. These are bargains and the market is very hot. Rolex Steel Sports, Rolex Sports, Patek Sports is crazy. And he raises some very good points there. He talks about his favorite, actually I don't have it here, his favorite Calatrava, the 5127, which I happen to own a 5127. I own a 5127. He said this watch originally 10 years or so ago retailed for US $27,000. A couple of 5 or so years ago, they were selling on the second pre-owned market for $23,000 to $24,000 US. Now you can get one for as little as 15,000 US macaroonies. 15,000 US, and I got to tell you, he's absolutely nailed it. A couple years ago, I sold my Patek the 5107, which is the predecessor to the 5127, and I sold it for $18,500 US. 18.5, and that was box. Had an extract, not a papers. It had the extract, which is sort of the next best thing. And in today's market, you would say that was probably a little bit on the high, well, a little bit on the high side. But that's what's happened. They have come back a bit. He makes the very good point. The 5119, which is a 36mm, more conservative. The 5119 was the replacement to the 33mm 3919, 11 to 12,000 US. One point he did, which I absolutely salute my colleague on, is he's mentioned the world time. He said you can get a, he doesn't mention the reference because he's having a go at me many years ago. He had a go at me and he said the model I have, the 5110, is not wanted. Nobody wants it. It's the wrong one. Well, how the worm has turned. How the worm has turned. So I'll accept that as an apology. I'll accept that as an apology. You're saying that you can get a world time for low 20s. He says it's amazing. That's a world time with a 240 micro rotor. Just make sure the rotor's not rooted. But yeah, no, very, very, very interesting discussion that he did have there. I think it was a very good video. I got to hand it to the man. He's you can't argue when he's right. And this is the whole thing. Patek dress watches in precious metal in the larger sizes, they have never been this affordable or just so reasonable. And I've got to be honest with you, it's the old adage, do the opposite to the market. Buy low, sell high. So that's basically what my adage that I work on. I've sold my sold Rolex, because they're very high. Rolex is high. And I've bought Patek precious metal dress watches at good prices. So, you know, the fact, this going back, you know, year 2000, you would never have been able to do that. Rolexes were, you know, so much, you'd need, they were so beneath Patek. Now, the fact that they're in the same sentence and you're able to do that, absolutely, fundamentally amazing. So I honestly think it is time to explore Pateks from the 90s and noughties. There are some amazing models at great prices. A model that I really love is the 5111. That's like an Art Deco. It's manual wind, very, very classic dress watch, just elegant. Absolutely elegant. I don't have a problem with that watch at all. I think it's beautiful. And I've got to say, if you really want, if you are a watch person, now is the time to get into Patek Philippe at a great price. And I got a good friend of mine who I give advice to. Now is the time to get out of those stupid Rolex and get your ass into a Patek. And the other brand which I will also mention is Lange. Lange is pretty damn good value. So I would seriously be saying, you know, I wouldn't buy these new. You want to be bargain shopping. They've never been so affordable. And I tend to agree with the video on the link. He says he doesn't think they can sustain at this low level. And I tend to agree. You got to remember, what's actually happening in this world here is that we are seeing the COVID virus, the virus on the this deadly virus there. I got to be completely honest with you. This deadly virus in China will mean that many of the Chinese, the Hongkonese, they'll be looking at their future and they'll suddenly wake up and realize Rolex is not the answer. And I don't blame them if they jump into prestige 37, 36, 37 mil, 38 mil Patek Philippe. And that's what happens in times of disaster. They jump into gold, especially yellow gold. Yellow gold is a big favorite with the Chinese. So I've got to be completely frank and honest with you. I'm not the only one saying this. I've bought 5. I've stocked up. So that I can now that I've bought the pieces I wanted, I can now open my mouth and reveal the truth. It is now time. It is now time to get that Patek. If you've always loved Patek, if you understand the brand, never been a better time to go into Patek Philippe. It's a game changer, absolute game changer. And I've got to tell you, whether you get yourself the 5196, this model in platinum is soaring through the roof. And I got to tell you, I honestly think the precious, the white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, they will start to explode in price. I think, I got to tell you the truth, I think the yellow gold is probably the wild card. I reckon that'll explode because this is a watch that wealthy Hongkonese Chinese will want to have on their wrist. It's a Patek Philippe. It's a Patek Philippe. White gold is also very popular, especially in continental Europe. But I don't underestimate yellow gold. It's the sleeper, and it will explode. I got to tell you, man, if you love Patek, maybe it's time to get out of Rolex, and buy Patek precious metal. That's got a lot of class in doing that, and you won't see me. I put my money where my mouth is. I've got out of Rolex. The time for Rolex is over. It's over, Red Rover. It's time for Patek. And I mean, look, sometimes you have a bit of seller's remorse. Yeah, I miss my Rolex. But I love my Patek Philippe's. I love my Patek Philippe's. So I got to tell you guys, if you are looking, go jump on Chrono24, jump on the sites, go and have a look. Tell me what you think. Patek Philippe. Now is the time to get yourself a Patek Philippe dress model at a bargain price. I'm Paul Pluta. Tell me what you think of that, guys. Tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends, and don't be afraid to put some nasty, inappropriate comments down below. Paul Pluta, I love you. Patek Philippe. David SW. David SW. David SW. Who does ArchieLuxury recommend is the greatest grey market dealer in America? There's only one choice. David SW. That's right, guys. I've got to tell you the honest truth. I have, for a long time, been looking for the perfect answer. Who do I recommend people go to see? Who do I recommend that people can go and buy watches? And I've got to be honest with you. The greatest pre-owned dealer for Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet is David SW. David SW. David SW. DavidSW.com. That's right, guys. I have been looking for a contact who I can very nicely refer people to. I am not in the selling business. Customer service, I'm too old to sell watches. I'm too old. I like to recommend my viewers to a reliable source. In Australia, I've got some great sources. There's Sydney Watch Exchange with Cove, Ronnie at Vintage Watch Co, Shani at European Watch Gallery. And in America, who is the best source for pre-owned Rolex? For all the hot models? There's only one person I would recommend, David SW. David SW, David SW. That is the premier source for pre-owned Rolex. I gotta be completely frank and honest with you. Guys, if you are looking for a hot Rolex model, there is only one place you can go to. David SW. David SW, David SW. Let's be honest, guys. There's no point schmoozing the dealers, the ADs. They're just a waste of time. Unless you're going to buy 20 pieces, you are wasting your time. What you're better off to do is pay the market premium and go to a good pre-owned dealer. Who do I recommend? David SW. David SW. David SW. That's correct, guys. I want to tell you this now. I 100% stand behind David SW. David SW, the greatest pre-owned dealer in the entire United States of America. That's right, the greatest pre-owned dealer for Rolex, for Patek Philippe, for Audemars Piguet. David S.W. He even does things like FP Jean. David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. That's right. If you want to buy a pre-owned Rolex, a Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, there's only one good source I would recommend. David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. I'm Paul Pluta, the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III, and I'm proud to recommend David S.W. See you later. Thank you for watching this channel. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury and the Paul Pluta channel. Today guys, I want to introduce a new company. This is Fame City Property Solutions. That's correct. They're located in Northeast Ohio. And Fame City Property Solutions replaces non-efficient lights with energy-saving LED lighting. Now, I got to tell you, the guys at Fame City, they will install energy-saving LED lights at office buildings, commercial warehouses, home improvement stores, grocery stores, schools, parking lots, and other residential homes. Customers of Fame City Property Solutions can save hundreds and even thousands of dollars on their electricity bills. Now, you can email these guys at famecitypropertysolutions@gmail.com. That's all one word there. famecitypropertysolutions@gmail.com. Fame City Property Solutions, specializing in LED installations. Come on guys, help this business out. Fame City Property Solutions in Northeast Ohio. Come on guys, get on board here now with efficient energy-saving LED lighting. Fame City Property Solutions.
Honey, though our friendship ceases